Hello everyone! Today we're gonna talk about American idioms. Idioms are very important as a non-native speaker. I noticed that native speakers use them very often. Almost every conversation that I have heard from a native speaker includes one or two idioms when I see a movie. And I am very glad that I have been learning them. And today we will learn some of the most common ones. So let's start. The first idiom is to be on fire. It means to be doing really well. Let's look at an example. You were on fire last night. It means you're doing a wonderful job. To be worth a shot. This idiom is used to describe something worth doing if you might not succeed. For example, I can't believe I'm agreeing with you, but it's worth a shot. To take the higher road, which means to make the correct moral decision. For example, he decided to take the higher road and say he was sorry. Idiom number 4, to level the playing field, to make everyone's chance at success the same. For example, these steps would ensure the level playing field for all. Now to the next idiom, to draw the line, to make a boundary about something. So basically you do something, but there's a certain point where you draw the line. You stop and don't go any farther. I draw the line at people using bad words. Under the weather, meaning not feeling well, or to describe someone as feeling unwell or ill. For example, I didn't go to work today because I was feeling under the weather. Sleep rough, meaning to sleep outside at night, usually because one has no home or shelter. For example, the government's aim is to have the number of people sleeping rough halved in the 5 years' time. As cold as a stone, meaning being very cold and unemotional. For example, at Victorian times, many women were told to suppress their feelings and thus appeared as cold as a stone. To rule with the punches, to adapt yourself to some adverse circumstances. Our life, this is our life 100%. We always rule with the punches. This means you know you have immigrated in Turkey, but first you get your personal ID card doesn't work, then you are struggling to rent an apartment, then you are struggling with the money, you are still paving your way, you are still growing your business, you are still doing what you think is the best for you, and you are rolling with the punches. To be a big deal, to be considered important. For example, passing the test is a big deal to David. Be careful, only saying a big deal, you think it's not important, like you say, who cares? Example, so you can ride a horse. Big deal, so can I. To break the ice. Let me break the ice by introducing myself and asking you all a question. It's a good thing to start an event where a lot of people don't know each other with some kind of question, so that everyone can answer the question and share something personal, and this way everyone gets to know each other. To break the ice. Next idiom, to wear many hats, means to have many responsibilities or to perform many different tasks. For example, I had to wear many hats at my last job. Next idiom, to be hammered, means to be drunk. For example, on weekends they usually get hammered. Another example, he tends to get very aggressive when he's hammered. Next idiom, fork it over, means to give something to someone. You can use this phrase when you are asking someone for something, and that person is reluctant to give it to you. Come on, fork it over. Next idiom, to pay the piper. To pay the piper means to accept the consequences or pay for some action. For example, you committed the crime, now it's time to pay the piper. To cough it up means to give something up or over to someone. Cough it up means to tell something that you have been hiding. When you cough up the truth, you basically say the truth. You have been hiding. The next idiom, add fuel to the fire. To make bad situation worse. To do or say something that causes more trouble. For example, please don't talk to him when he's angry, it just adds fuel to the fire. Play with fire, meaning to take dangerous risks or behave in a way that could cause the person serious trouble. For example, don't you think calling in sick at work to go skiing is playing with fire? Next idiom, to kill it. As always, a phrase or an idiom English or a word in English can have several meanings. You can say to kill it in the meaning of succeed, or it can also mean to shut something down. To kill it meaning to do something extremely well. For example, David kills it on drums. Next idiom, snake in the grass, meaning that someone is very deceitful or treacherous, often pretending to be a friend. For example, be cautious, you never know when there might be a snake in the grass among your colleagues. Synonyms, backstabber, two-faced, betrayer. Idiom number 21, let the cat out of the bag, meaning to reveal a secret or disclose something. Or disclose something that was supposed to be kept confidential. For example, John accidentally let the cat out of the bag about the surprise party for Sarah. Synonyms, spill the beans, give the game away, blow the whistle. Idiom number 22, walking on air, meaning very excited or happy, over the moon, on cloud 9, in seventh heaven, and in good spirits. For example, she's been walking on air since she found out that she's pregnant. Idiom number 23, salt of the earth, meaning being very good and honest. For example, my father is the salt of the earth. He works hard and helps people who are in need. Idiom number 24, clear as mud, meaning not clear at all. Not easy to understand. For example, he's a great scientist, but I find his explanation about bacteria and microbes as clear as mud. The last idiom, bite the bullet, meaning to endure a painful or difficult situation with courage. For example, she had to bite the bullet and face the consequences of her actions. Brave the storm, tough it out, face the music. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and thank you for subscribing to this channel and for liking this video, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye bye.